Hi guys, it's Lee from Lee's Crafty Cuts, coming at you with my bouquet video, which I've already started working on. So this is what I've started. This used to be an entire bouquet of flowers. You can see the stems where I cut it. This was a bit of a long task because I didn't have the proper equipment. I had to use scissors, but I did get them cut. This is not something I would recommend doing with your kids unless you get it pre-cut. You wouldn't want them to get hurt. I poked myself a few times with this, and there's a couple sharp edges where there's wire, so you need to be careful. But this is what it, hopefully you can see this, is what it looks like so far. I'll just tip it down. I've been just sitting it in that vase basically, so I have two left which I'm not going to cut off. I just sat them to the side. The next thing, if you were watching my haul video, was this. This was for a candle. You can see it's quite empty. I've been cutting the leaves off of it. This is actually quite easy to do when they come off very, very easily. As you can see, just one snip. Just one snip. And another snip. They're coming off quite easily. So this is probably something you could give your kid to do, or if you want to do it yourself, you could do it yourself very easily. So you may be asking, why am I wrecking this? Because now, well, I mean, this is garbage now. I just took all the leaves off of it. I'm going to be honest. Here's the leaves, by the way. The reason why I did that was because I had a very hard time finding bags of leaves, so this seemed like the easiest thing was to do this. Yes, this thing is junk now, but that is okay. So we have that done. Okay, so the vase is started. We got our leaves cut. This is the only one I haven't opened yet. This is the one with the twigs and whatnot, and actually has a thing tying it together at the end here, so I think I can untie this. If you just want to give me a moment here, I'm going to see if I can get this off. I'm curious, oh, it was a little rough to get off, if this is going to come apart or if it's glued. So far, it is looking like this may be actually together quite tough. As you can see, it's very, like it doesn't want to come apart, basically. I'm kind of ripping it, actually, but primary goal was to get, oh, you know what, I think it's fastened up here. Okay. Yeah, I see what's going on now. It's fastened in other places. So I'll be able to get that with the scissors. Oh, maybe not. Doesn't want to cut. The one on the opposite side, though, I think I'm going to be able to get this one off. It looks like it's just, there we go. See, the bad thing with this is I'm probably breaking, oh wow, that's hard to get out. I'm trying not to break these little berries off, right? Because I don't want to make a big mess of those. Well, we at least got it off, but the real question now is, can I get some branches out? Because they're still being a little difficult. As you can see, they just don't want to be let go. So we may have to leave that, and I may have to fight with it a bit more, but this was just the first part of the video. Of course, I'll be having to stop the camera and pick back up because I need to fight with that and see if I can get it to come undone for me. So this is the start of our centerpiece. I'm going to be pausing for a moment and coming back once I get that figured out. So I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so I'm pausing the camera now. I finally, this is what I did. I got some of those branches taken from our piece right here, so that's great. So I think the bouquet is done, at least the best that I'm going to get it. I feel like the bottom is very bare. Like if you look at that, it's kind of, how can I say this without sounding awful? It looks ugly, basically. So we're just going to try a couple things here. We're going to throw in some, well actually, we got to make sure everything's going to fit back in, so maybe just one pine cone, and then we'll just try and get everything back to the way it was. There's another pine cone, And perhaps, well, this one doesn't really want to fit, but we could just stick it like that. Looks a little bit better, I suppose, but really not much better. Now I have something in, there we go, it didn't want to go in. Well, the other option though, once the vase is getting made, is hiding around here. Like you could have, here's an example, do this, you got it sort of hidden, maybe dump some leaves over it, well, not quite like that. But just a thought, right? So it kind of looks a bit better, but we could try, now let's just try taking these out. You're also going to notice some of what I made is coming apart. Remember, it was from the Dollarama, so you can't expect high-end quality necessarily. My other thing I thought about was some leaves. Maybe some of the leaves I cut, get them dumped in. And from there, we'll stick that in. And over here, we'll stick this. That's if it wants to stay. That acorn. Yeah, so now I'm just kind of trying to shove stuff back in without making too. I'm trying not to get a bunch of stuff broke off, because if you noticed from before, a lot of stuff was breaking. You know, it looks a little bit better because there's some color at the bottom as well, so that's really not too horrible, I suppose. Yeah, so I might leave it like that. Or maybe we'll stick a pine cone even in it. Actually, it looks good with the brown, so that might be my finishing touch to that, but there's still a ways to go. This table is not done. That was just the bouquet touch. What I wanted to do was throw in fall colors, so you can see our mix of orange, our yellows, our browns, but also a pine cone, and then there's a bit of green right there. It is fake flowers, of course, so you don't have to worry about anything going bad, but this I had mainly picked up for the branch aspect, because I want those in there too, since, you know, fall means change. With change, as the seasons change, we lose our leaves, so this seems to fit in nicely, I think, to what I have here. But like I said, this table still has a ways to go. Like, I'm not throwing just that on there. I mean, we still got pack and a half of this stuff left. We got that, we got our leaves, our tablecloth, still things to go through, and candles. You can't forget the candles. So for now, we're just going to what we're going to do is leave this like this, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish decorating the table, and then I will do a new, actually I might just finish decorating, you know, the table and where the TV is, and then do a video about it. Because really, I have everything I chose. There's not much to show in regards to, you know, how do I decorate this type of thing. I mean, you can only do so much with artificial ornaments and vases, but this was just an idea. I thought it looked okay, and I mean, like I said, we don't get a lot of guests here, so this is more for me to look at for the fall changing season. But thanks for watching the video, and what I'm going to do is finish my decorating and do another video. Have a nice day.